Good evening, SFL Nation. It's Monday night, and it's time for some SFL action. From General Russell L. Honore Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana, it's Andy Hamilton along with Stephen Hacker, and it's the SFL. Carolina is in town to take on the New Orleans Pharaohs, and the Skyhawks are ready to get on the field and get the action going. Stephen, break down these two teams for us and what this game means to them.
Yeah, you see there that the Skyhawks are going to be led by Mark Biddix, and they got rookie Randy Mercury in the backfield. They got superstar Harish Prasad as a wide receiver. New Orleans on defense, you're going to see cornerback Aaron Arrington. You see Ray West, defensive tackle. Tonight, I would expect to see Carolina try to get things going on the ground, but they're going to come out throwing as well. They like to throw the ball. New Orleans defense has to step up and slow Biddix down. It's going to be pretty much the same story for Carolina. You know, they have to slow down rookie Logan Jack and contain Xander Gold and standout wide receiver Deezer Powell.
Carolina is wearing the white tops and the red pants, and on the other side of the field, New Orleans is wearing gold shirts and white pants, so a little bit of offset here. We will pause for station identification. It's the SFL on YouTube. It's February 18th. Carolina and New Orleans is following this screen here. The Carolina Skyhawks are going to kick off to the New Orleans Pharaohs, so we will see Xander Gold, on his first offensive possession will come out, and Carolina will get the ball to start the second half. The ball is on the tee. I'm not Cam, but if I were, I would say boot it, and Nathan Blake is on our stats. There it is. We're underway, and New Orleans will start with the ball. The return will come out across the 25. A spin move. Nice move there by Arrington to get out to the 31, and the offense for the Pharaohs will enter onto the field.
Yeah, the Pharaohs have looked good all season. They've been a really tough opponent. I'd like to see a heavy dose of Logan Jack here on the first drive, get their offense going, and look deep to Deezer Powell a little bit later.
Powell is the lone receiver on the bottom of the screen. Carolina coming out in a 3-4 defense to start the night off. Gold will throw. There is a out route. That is Matt Wolf, who will pick up 5. Matt Wolf, the 5-yard completion to the 36, brought down by Tristan Hatley. Jack Burton. Sorry, my fault.
And Matt Wolf is the other receiver for the Pharaohs. So far on the season, he's got 40 receptions for 468 yards.
Second play from scrimmage, they hand off to the back, and he will fight his way forward for a 2-yard pickup. That's Logan Jack, the 10th pick overall. We have 2 rookie running backs dueling it off tonight.
Yeah, and Logan Jack really fought for his yards there, and you can see why the Pharaohs liked him enough to pick him there in the first round.
Split backs here on a pivotal third down that could halt the drive. Gold is going to throw. He stands in the pocket, delivers, and it is nearly picked off. It's tipped around, and just about everyone had their shot to take that one in, and it's incomplete. It'll be 4th and 3.
Yeah, DJ Majesty got his hands up there and knocked that ball down. It's going to force the New Orleans to punt.
So the Pharaohs' opening drive stalls out, and Carolina's defense does a good job of getting off the field. 3 plays, then a punt coming from New Orleans, and the Skyhawks will pick up from there, and their offense will come out on the road, trying to put some points on the board, and the crowd here at the stadium is very quiet here. The punt is away, and the return will come out to the 28, and Mark Biddix, the quarterback, this is his 4th season in the SFL, took a hiatus to Vancouver last season and now is back in Raleigh.
Yeah, and Biddix comes in tonight with a 60% completion rating. It's not quite doing so well in the turnover ratio. He's got a 1-to-2 turnover ratio right now.
Something to keep an eye on with this secondary in New Orleans, which is good. He will throw on first down. Pressure coming late. Avoids one and can't avoid the second wave. New Orleans is in for the sack. It's number 42. That is Jerry Bertier.
Yeah, Jerry Bertier got in there and cleaned up the mess. Biddick moved around, he evaded one tackler, but couldn't quite get away from Bertier, and he's going to get credited with the sack.
So the first play will lose 9 yards. Carolina's offense going in the wrong way. Let's see if they can fix it here as Mark Biddick will change the play, has 5 receivers out. Quick toss across the middle, and the first completion for Mark Biddick is to Harish Prasad, and he gets out to the 25 and picks up 6 of those yards they lost on first down.
Yeah, just something there to get some momentum going. Just a quick look over the middle. Tried to set up third and manageable, but fell a little short.
They will line up in the same formation here. Low snap. Biddick corrals it. Tries to avoid some pressure. Hit as he threw, and it's caught by the other team. Picked off by New Orleans on the sideline. It's Aaron Arrington, the star for these New Orleans Pharaohs, has an interception at the 38, and he got the feet in bounds.
That's a great read by Arrington. You know, Biddick was trying to make a nice throw, but Arrington was all over it, jumped in front of Prasad, and got his feet in bounds. What a great play.
And Biddick looked off the defender, so some closing speed by Arrington to jump in front of that throw. What a play by Aaron Arrington, a veteran. We've seen him make plays throughout his SFL career, a long-tenured career. This is 7th season in the league, and he gives the Pharaohs good field position and the ball back relatively quickly. Xander Gold will look to throw himself, and that is a completion out across the side. 7-yard catch there. That one is made by Roman Vickers, the tight end.
Yeah, Vickers was brought down there by Jack Burton was on the tackle.
Yeah, Burton, one of the newer members of Carolina. This is second season coming over from Las Vegas.
Yeah, and Carolina's got a pretty much a new look almost all across their roster. I mean, they do have some guys returning for them, but they're trying to rebuild.
Shovel pass here. Look out. Logan Jack plows through one and is able to get to the 26. Some determined running between the trenches, and Logan Jack makes his name known.
Yeah, it's a great effort there to drag a couple of defenders, get the first down, give your offense another shot at getting some points.
And they are well in field goal range, barring anything crazy here. So the key for Xander Gold will be to make sure that they are protecting the ball. Gold in the chat there, along with many others of you. We will get to you guys in a moment as Logan Jack has a great run up the middle. That is a 10-yard pickup to the 15, and he had plenty of green grass in front of him.
Yeah, the hole opened up wide for Logan Jack, and he just exploited it and took off, and the first down for the Pharaohs.
Plenty of linemen were escorting him through the middle of that one. Not sure exactly what happened on the Carolina side, but they did not look prepared for that run up the gut.
Yeah, it was 10 yards before anybody on the Carolina side ever got him, and that was Blake Chance was the first one there.
They are backed up against their own secondary here, and Gold will go down for the sack. Nice job by Carolina. Looked like a coverage sack as number 91 got to him. That is Larry Bain, the defensive end, but a good job by the Carolina defense there to shore up.
Yeah, the defense had great coverage, and it's the defensive line responsibility to get there, so they did their part to help slow down this offense.
2nd and 13. Gold will change the play at the line and look to throw from here. Out route there is caught. Nice completion there. The third one of the day for Xander Gold. And it is grabbed and hauled in by number 19. That is Jaquez Lynch, the wide receiver.
Yeah, great job by Xander Gold getting it out, giving his receiver a chance to make a play.
We have not seen Deezer Powell make a catch tonight. Matt Wolf has one, and then everything else is by not star players. And there is another completion there to another guy who doesn't get much pay. That one is hauled in on the sideline by Mikey Bischoff. So Xander Gold spreading the wealth here early. Logan Jack, 3 carries for a total of 18 yards. That's 6 yards per carry, and it looks like they might feed him here. 4th and 1. Team still on the field Will they snap it? He's now down under 4 seconds, and they will burn the timeout at the 6-yard line and most likely bring out the field goal team.
Yeah, it's a gutsy move, trying to get them draw them off sides with the cadence. Good job by Carolina staying honest and going to force New Orleans to take the timeout. We'll see what they bring out here.
And really a good job by the Skyhawks defense to buckle down with a short field and get this stop. I think that's a win for Carolina on the road. Field goal team is on. Zen Lee is the kicker. The holder is Irvin Brown, the backup quarterback. The kick is up and through from 22 yards. The Pharaohs take the lead, 3-0 here early in this one. 6:01 left to go in the first.
Yeah, and it's a good job by the Pharaohs getting some points on the board for your home crowd. You know, they look good that last drive. You know, Xander Gold's got 4 of 5 completions. You know, he's looking pretty good. Logan Jack's right now averaging 6 yards a carry, so things are looking pretty good for the Pharaohs offense.
Kick is away. Carolina will have their second offensive possession coming out after the Harish Prasad return. He gets out to the 29. Looking at the Skyhawks offense, Mark Biddix 1 for 2 for 6 yards, and receiving-wise, Harish Prasad had the 1 catch. No carries yet for Randy Mercury, the 11th pick in the draft, 1 behind Logan Jack, and we'll see the difference between that 1 pick tonight. Biddix to throw, moves in the pocket, delivers, and it is intercepted again! Mark Biddix has thrown 2 interceptions on 3 passes, and Aaron Arrington has doubled up.
Yeah, he sat on that route. He realized where Biddix was going to throw it, and just great recognition there by Arrington to recognize the route and jump the ball and make another play for his team.
And it looked like a 50-50 ball to me. I don't know if I can blame Biddix for trying to fit that one into Prasad, but Carolina are taking their shots on the road. Gold will throw out to Logan Jack out of the backfield, and Jack gets crushed!
Yeah, he's absolutely leveled there. That was Trevon Prasad to meet Logan Jack after he got a couple of yards, but just absolutely leveled.
Heath McDaniel Jr., part of the coaching staff here in New Orleans, was a former Carolina Skyhawk, believe it or not, Stephen. Played center for Carolina back in season, I believe it was 7, as Gold checks down here out of the backfield for another 3 yards there. That is the tight end again, number 85, Roman Vickers, his second grab of the night.
Yeah, it's great to get some of that SFL history out of you guys whenever you can pull out some nuggets like that. I didn't know that.
Well, here's some more history for you. New Orleans and Carolina have never faced off. This is the first time these two teams have met, and it is here in Louisiana that they do so. And New Orleans up 3-0 over them so far. Gold wants the deep ball, has it down the field for a touchdown. It's Deezer Powell's first catch, and it's in and good for 6.
And, you know, I saw Carolina. It looked like they only rushed 3 there, and Deezer Powell just got behind everybody. You would think with rushing 3, they would be back in coverage, and Deezer Powell just burned by everyone.
And he was in the open field. I mean, look, there's not a Carolina Skyhawk in sight. Blake Chance tries to cover him up by coming over, but can't quite get there in time, and New Orleans has struck and is now up 9-0 with an extra point on the way.
What an explosive play there for New Orleans. I mean, that's an exciting play to watch. For the home team, for the home crowd, you have to be excited to see that for your team.
Fans are certainly getting into it as the extra point is up and good. 10-0. New Orleans over Carolina early in this one. 4:43 left to go. Andy Hamilton, along with Stephen Hacker and Nathan Blake, is killing the stats game for us. We appreciate that. And let's roll through some chats here. Christian Christensen is here. Tyrone Jones. Meet Demetz is with us. Anthony Mosley. Pure 2K12, which is Marcus Dunhill. Harish Prasad, Heath McDaniel Jr., Jarius Jackson is giving us some NFL comparisons to where these players should end up if they were to go to the NFL. Christian Colon is here, as well as many others. We appreciate you all joining us for Monday night SFL action as these two teams are taking off, and Carolina is going to have to try and get back in this one. Biddix has thrown 3 times, 2 of which have been to New Orleans Pharaohs, has had 1 completion to Harish Prasad. Still no carries for Randy Mercury here. The third drive for the Skyhawks will start at the 29. 4 receivers split out. Shotgun look, and they will throw again. Mark Biddix fires, this time to the right side. That one is hauled in, down the sideline, still on his feet, across the 25, and finally brought down at the 22. Carolina lights some fire under the bums of their offense. L.B. Allen III has a great catch down the sideline.
Yeah, Biddix isn't scared to throw it. I mean, he says, yeah, I've got the 2 mistakes, but that's no worry. I'm going to take a look downfield, and who do I got? I got L.B. Allen. He's got a big play, gets him down almost inside the red zone. Carolina's moving, trying to get some points now.
And there is Allen on the sideline shaking his head. You got to love that tenacity from the quarterback to still be willing to throw down the field after everything that's happened in this game. Got to love that, Steven. So good on Carolina for not giving up their game plan. Biddix wants it again. Oh, just out of the reach of Harish Prasad. It was a high-thrown ball, and with Arrington on that side, you kind of got to throw it that high and just see if Prasad can go up and get it.
Yeah, he's still not fazed by that coverage by Arrington. He's taking shots. He's looking downfield, and I agree, Andy, that I like to see that in my quarterback. You have to forget about the last throw you made and have confidence in every throw that you make. So good to see that from Biddix.
2nd and 10. Twins down to the bottom of the screen. Biddix will throw again. Out route here. Whoa! Batted down. Well defended there by New Orleans. Mac McDaniel was all over that one. Came over the top of the receiver to bat it down.
Third down and 10 here, Andy.
Third down, 4 receivers split out. Biddix wants the end zone, fires, tipped up, and incomplete, defended well by the New Orleans Pharaohs. Kappa Jones had his hands on that one, and that was 3-on-1.
Yeah, Kappa Jones was sitting back there. He was ready for that. I think he knows that Biddix is wanting to take the deep shots, and he gets another pass defense. I think that's going to be his 6th on the season.
And it will force Carolina into attempting a field goal here. It'll be about a 39, 40-yarder for the kicker, Ezekiel Klein. Ball down, kick is up, and it is no good. He pushed it right.
That is not what you want to see if you're Carolina. I mean, you actually had a little bit of momentum going there, and your kicker looks like he's going to push this one right. Yep, just wide right, and kind of takes the air out of your team. So hopefully their defense can make another stand here, and can get a stop here, and put their offense in a position to get some points on the board.
Well, the hold was by Jamison Klein. The kick from Ezekiel. Those guys are all in the Klein family, so I'm sure they'll be ripping each other to shreds on the sidelines with with owner James Klein over listening that conversation. Run up the middle is good for 6. Logan Jack getting involved early here tonight, and we still have had nothing from Randy Mercury, so some different ideologies here on both sides of the ball. New Orleans is feeding their young back. Carolina has yet to involve theirs.
Yeah, and Logan Jack has made a good mark all season.
Oh, and he makes a mark on the forehead of Blake Chance and runs him over. Wow, what a hit.
He's earned those reps. Again, the coaches are giving him shots, and every time he gets the ball, he earns another rep, and there you see why. He sidesteps a defender and then runs over one more, and then finally is brought down, takes 2 Skyhawks to bring him down. Why would you not want to feed this guy the ball?
I haven't seen some defenders make hits that rough, and Logan Jack asserts his dominance on this defense and sets up New Orleans with a first down at the 43. Gold to throw. Out route there is caught by Deezer Powell. His second collection of the night is good for 9 to the 47.
Yeah, and a good job by the Skyhawks defense to corral him and swarm to him, not let him make any big play happen.
No, the swarm play in Atlanta, Steven. These are the Skyhawks.
Oh, thanks for that, Andy.
I got you. Don't worry.
What would I do here without you?
I got you covered. Heavy formation here out of New Orleans. One in the backfield. They'll feed Logan Jack, and he is hungry. And he is still on his feet out to the 37. Logan Jack, what a run. This guy is running with his heels on fire.
Absolutely. That was going to be his 5th carry, and he's got 31 yards. So he's just trucking away, just earning every bit of it.
First and 10 from the 37, a 10-point lead for New Orleans, and Carolina's defense is still on the field. It feels like they've been on the field all night. 3-2 look, and Gold fires deep down the middle, caught! Deezer Powell into the end zone, his 3rd catch, 2nd one that he finds himself dancing in the end zone after. Touchdown Pharaohs.
Yeah, Xander Gold, I think, recognized the coverage again, had Deezer Powell on a deep post and exploited the coverage there. Yep, just a great throw right in between the secondary. Deezer Powell knows what to do with it after that.
Deezer Powell coming over from Oklahoma City in the offseason, and he was able to find his way into the end zone. Like I said, 3rd time they've targeted him. He's caught all of them. And that's 91 yards for him, and we are not out of the first frame. This could be a career night for the gentleman who is leading the SFL in receiving yards.
Yeah, leading in receiving yards, and we may have to check the stats after tonight because he may be the SFL's leader in touchdowns as well.
Would be interesting. Would be interesting. Something
I
to
think
keep
with
an
2,
eye on.
I think he's at 10 now, so I think he actually is up alone at the receiving yard touchdown or the receiving touchdowns.
17-0, Carolina struggling to contain this New Orleans offense on all fronts, but they are trying as much as they can. The return will come out here across the 25 for Prasad. Angles still on his feet. Some MeUndies laundry on the field. He's out to about the 35, but we will check on the yellow hanky. That'll be
That's
a face mask on New Orleans, so some extra yards tacked on to the end of this return. MeUndies laundry on the field.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when your offense is having a little trouble moving the ball, or if you're having trouble putting the points on the board, sometimes it's really helpful to have that return specialist, such as, you know, Harish Prasad. So watch out for him. You know, just he might get something going for the Skyhawks.
Absolutely. 3 receivers spread out for Mark Biddix, who has Mercury out of the backfield. They will throw the out route, and that is caught. Oh, wow, what a catch. Nice play on the sideline there to haul that one in. A good grab by Dupree Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson had to lay out. You know, the ball was thrown just out of bounds, but he was able to reach out, keep his toes down, and was able to secure that for his quarterback.
MeUndies are the world's most comfortable underwear. Visit MeUndies.com/SimulationFL for 15% off your purchase, which will help support the SFL through our partnership. Give the gift of comfort with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, free shipping and returns, signature soft and stretchy MeUndies. That was a incomplete pass across the middle. It'll bring up 3rd and 8, an important 3rd down for Carolina. They are 0 for 2 on 3rd down tonight.
Yeah, 3rd and long's not where you want to be. Gonna have to look downfield.
Biddix so far tonight 3 of 9, and he will throw. Biddix wants the middle of the field. Got it! Complete across the middle to Dupree Hudson to the 40. Nice catch.
Yeah, New Orleans brought a blitz there and came a little late, but Biddix recognized it and hit Hudson over the middle. Nice throw.
Yeah, had the interior of the field, was able to use his body to get in front of the defender, and Kappa Jones came over to make the tackle after all was said and done, but it's a nice completion and the first third down conversion for Carolina tonight. Three receivers back. Randy Mercury along with the fullback in the backfield. We'll see if they give him the ball. They don't. Biddix will throw again. Wants the middle of the field another time, and it's caught there. Dupree Hudson on a very similar looking play has the ball all the way down to the 12.
Yeah, you see there, Hudson now has 3 receptions for 47 yards, I think, and then he's really finding open spots in the zone. You see there, the defender tried to make a play on it, and he was able to slip past him. I mean, just great job by him getting downfield, trying to provide a spark for his offense.
Biddix with a flag on the field will throw. That is caught. First down there for Harish Prasad. He's drugged down from behind. He will be down at the 2, but we will have to check on the MeUndies laundry on the field. I believe it's offsides, and it is, and they will most likely decline that in order to get closer to the goal line, and they will. The catch for Prasad will go in the books.
Yeah, that's nice work by Prasad over the middle. He had a linebacker on him. Knew he was going to get hit, but he secured the ball, picked up the first down. Now Carolina's in good scoring position. I'd like to see Randy Mercury get a carry right here. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, it would be. No carries tonight for Mercury, the rookie. If there were ever a time to feed him, it would be on the 2-yard line with the goal line staring at you. Excuse me, they're on the 1-yard line, even closer. Mercury, the lone back with the fullback. They will give to Mercury, and he, didn't get in. New Orleans with a huge tackle coming up to make the play was Tank Bennett. That is big.
Yeah, Tank Bennett got in there and filled the gap. Met the running back at the hole, but if I was Carolina, I'd give it to him again. That was his first carry of the game. He's just getting his motor going. Give him another carry. I think you'll like the result.
The teams will make the long walk to the other side of the field. It's the end of the first quarter. Andy Hamilton along with Stephen Hacker and Gerald Smith on Stats is the SFL on Monday night. Handoff, Mercury left side, they got it, touchdown, Carolina, they find themselves on the board. Mercury's second carry of the night is good for 6.
Yeah, you love to see that for the rookie. Gets a carry, uses his vision, breaks it outside, takes it in for the 6 points for the Skyhawks.
And Carolina needed those points desperately after some tough first couple outings. Mark Biddix stuck with it, found a couple big throws on that last drive, and was able to put points on the board. Gotta love that if you're a Carolina Skyhawks fan.
Yeah, Carolina, you like to see the points, but now your defense has to come out, and problem number one is you got to shut down the big play by Deezer Pals running all over you, so you have to shut that down, but then you can't get too worried about that because you got Logan Jack running right up the middle at you, so, you got to slow down New Orleans here if you're Carolina. There's a lot of game here.
Well, I was just going to say, going back to that drive after the first interception by Biddix, the Carolina Skyhawks defense buckled down with short field to defend. So if they can pull off something like that and try and close down this New Orleans offense and kind of just keep them in line and limit the damage, that could definitely help inspire some comeback in this offense. Arrington will get it out to the 30, and we'll see the Skyhawks defense come back out.
Got to limit the big play here. Maybe get a little bit of pressure on Xander Gold, make him aware of your presence. You definitely got to limit the deep play downfield.
Yoder X_X says, put me in, coach. I'll put you in. All you got to do is join our Discord, and you can make a player and get on the field and get in the action. This throw from Gold is right into the middle of the action, and it's caught by Matt Wolf at midfield. What a throw from Xander Gold. Talk about a laser.
Yeah, these quarterbacks are battling it out. Just anything you can do, I can do better. They're just eyes downfield looking for big plays. It's a fun game to watch right now.
Wow, look at that. Right over Blake Chance, right in front of Jack Burton there on the outside. And a nice throw from Xander Gold will set up New Orleans at the midfield point. 10:30 left to go here in the first half. I formation, give to Jack, right up the gut. Jack fights through a 1 and falls forward for 7. A strong run out of the rookie.
Yeah, Andy, you're also saying you could be a player, but also in our great community, you can also, we have broadcast opportunities, we have statisticians, we have beat writers. I mean, we have all kinds of fun we have here in our little community.
Absolutely, and we are looking for everyone to get involved. Shovel pass here is, dangerous shovel pass. Chris Colon was all over that one, and I think they'll give him the pass deflection for that.
Well, that's good for him. New Orleans needs to be a little careful. I think I've seen a ineligible receiver called on that whenever it bounced off a offensive lineman. So, oh
no, that actually hit the big boy in the gut, Bo Rivers Monroe, 6'5", 320, and he got hit in the belly.
Yeah, he was crashing in there pretty quick, but I think I saw a game a couple weeks ago where that had happened, and it was an ineligible receiver downfield when it hit the offensive lineman. Interesting nonetheless.
3 receivers spread out on 3rd and 3. Skyhawks trying to get off the field. Handoff. Jack stood up and dropped, and that is a great play from Carolina to get off the field. It was Johnny Savage who came up to make the play along with Grayson Klein, the cornerback, and they got off the field here, and New Orleans will have to punt.
Yeah, Carolina, that's what you needed. You needed a defensive stand. Give the ball back to your offense. Now your offense has to move downfield.
Gordon Grazmanis is on to kick. Ooh, Carolina came after that one. Couldn't quite get to it. Angled at the right side. Oh, what? An over-the-shoulder catch from Prasad. Oh, he's a receiver, so maybe he's just used to catching it from over the shoulder.
Yeah, I think he's preparing for the Pro Bowl in the offseason there, trying to pull out his trick catches a little early.
Well, hey, down 17-7 inside your own 15. Maybe not the time to try something new, but it worked out. And Carolina has the ball, and they are back on the field here, now just down by 10. Mercury, the lone man. Biddix will throw. Pressured, hit as he threw, and it's picked off. Going back the other way is the Pharaohs. Tank Bennett, and he is down to the 13 after the interception.
Yeah, Biddix was hit as he threw and left it up there for anybody to go grab it, and Tank Bennett went and found it. Elevated up, yep, nice play. Going to pick up about 15 yards on the return too. Is going to put his offense, the Pharaohs, in good field position when Xander Gold comes out.
It was really the pressure from the defensive front that caused that interception. Biddix was hit as he threw, and it's a good job by Zig Washington and Ray West in this defensive line, who we haven't mentioned too much tonight, but they got the pressure and caused the errant throw. Logan Jack shoves another man to the ground and is able to get out. 5-yard pickup off the catch that looked like it was going backwards. This man has been hitting the weight room, you can tell. Trey McLellan says, how do I get in on this? You can get in on the action by joining the Discord, which is in the description of this video. All you got to do is click join up and follow the instructions there. Introduce yourself in the introductions channel and get going on your SFL career. Gold checks out to Jack in the backfield, and this time he is brought down at the 5, a 3rd and 2 for this Carolina defense. Siobhan Prasad on the tackle.
Yeah, New Orleans likes to throw to Logan Jack out of the backfield. He's got a 3rd and 2 here. I would expect to see them try to send this one up the gut, let him pick up a first down.
4 receivers spread out for Gold, who will try the shovel pass. Jack plows through one, is brought down there on the play by DJ Majesty. His first tackle of the night, and it will go down to the 2, 1st and goal here for New Orleans. They get tricky. Now a heavy formation. All the big boys in. Hand off. Logan Jack stuffed. Nice job by Carolina. There was a whole host of Skyhawks there to make the play, led by Majesty himself.
Yeah, it's a great job by the Skyhawks defensive line and all the big bodies to get in there and make a push and hold the Pharaohs out of the end zone.
Now they'll spread Matt Wolf to the bottom of the formation, but everyone else is on the line, and there's a fullback in the backfield with Logan Jack. Gold under center from 3 yards out will throw it. Slings it right side, caught by Jack to the pylon. No, he's out of bounds. A nice play there by Carolina, and they're telling him here. Shavon Prasad tells him, no, not that time.
Yeah, Jack Burton was there to help drag Logan Jack out of bounds, and you know, I recognized the formation. I was gonna say the swing pass is coming, and it looked like Carolina was actually prepared for it, because usually in that situation, that's 6 points for Logan Jack.
They're going all on the line again. 3rd and goal from the 1. 7:09 to go. Handoff Jack, and he is in to the end zone. New Orleans finds their way through after Carolina tried to make the stop and put 6 more on the board.
Yeah, Logan Jack with his 10th carry. He's going to get a touchdown. He's looked pretty good out here today. He's got 50 yards. And this New Orleans offense is looking pretty dominant right now.
23-7, and the Pharaohs will tack on the extra point. Kicker on is Zen Lee. Again, the hold from Irvin Brown to extend this lead to 24-7. 7:07 left to go in the ball game. Kick is up and through. 24-7 is the score. New Orleans has extended their lead here in the second frame of play, but Carolina has shown some sparks, and they've shown they're not unwilling to try and get back into this one if they can.
Yeah, you know, they had an opportunity with the turnover, and quite frankly gave it right back, and now they're down even more, and it's tough when your defense is making stands, forcing New Orleans to punt. You know, your offense has to come out and protect the ball a little bit. You can't give the ball back to New Orleans inside the red zone. I mean, you're asking your defense to do too much at that point.
The SFL is brought to you by APM Music, Production Music Library, Custom Music House, Extraordinary Everest, heartfelt messages on the most extraordinary place on earth, Bit Central and Fuel, transforming SFL media in 2019, and Harry's, all you need for a close, comfortable shave. Well, 4 receivers spread out here for Biddix, pressured a little bit, checks down there, it's caught across the middle for 6. Nice grab there by L.B. Allen III, who had a good catch earlier. That there, his second grab of the night.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to take right now, is you're just going to have to keep taking shots downfield. I like that from L.B. Allen there to secure the grab over the middle, but expect a lot more of that.
Biddix fires on the corner route, caught there by Allen. He gets beheaded on the sideline at the 44, but he was there and able to haul that one in before the defender, Tank Bennett, could get over and make the play.
And I've got a scoring update, Andy. I see that San Francisco and Baltimore's leading that game 17-7. I see that Atlanta and Sioux Falls is in the second quarter, and Atlanta is leading that game 7-0. And of course, our score here is 24-7.
And off, Mercury will pick up 3 more.
Yeah, it's good to see Mercury get a carry there. Of course, he already has a touchdown on the day, but I like to call his name. I like to see other rookies getting work.
3 carries, 5 yards for Mercury. It's 2nd and 7 from the 41. 4 down linemen for New Orleans. They'll rush only those 4. Biddix has to avoid the pressure, and a pass defended at the line. An unbelievable play coming from New Orleans. Andre Daniels was the one who got the hops.
Yeah, really athletic play there. pocket was kind of collapsing around on Biddix, and he tried to make the throw, and it's a good job by the defensive line to jump up and make a play.
3rd and 7, trying to stay on the field. They're 1 for 3 on 3rd down with 11 first downs in the game. Biddix will throw, pressured. He is unable to avoid the rush, and he is brought down by Ray West.
Yeah, it's a big play by Ray West. He had a tracking beam there on Biddix who tried to escape and get away, but he wasn't fooled and drove him into the ground.
Carolina is forced into a punt. Scott Davis will come on to kick it away.
Ray West has now has 6.5 sacks on the season.
Good numbers from West and this New Orleans Pharaohs defensive front. They've been pressuring Biddix all night. This one will bounce inside the 5, and look at that dead ball play. Nice job by the Carolina special teams to back up the Pharaohs.
Yeah, that's one way to try to take the air out of this New Orleans offense is to pin them deep. Maybe try to generate a little bit of pressure from your defensive line and see if that can create a turnover, maybe get a safety and get the ball right back.
There's a look at the numbers from Logan Jack. Running hard tonight. We'll see if they give him the carry inside the 5. They do give him the carry. He runs up the middle and is brought down after a gang of tacklers all get in on the fun. Involved in that tackle was Blake Chance along with Shrevon Prasad, and it'll still be a 5-yard pickup for Jack. It seems like no matter how many guys you pile on him, he's going to get a couple.
Yeah, I was just about to say that it's good to see all the Skyhawks swarming there to make that tackle, but then I look and see he gained 5 yards, and he's just a workhorse, man.
Oh, he got worked
That's
there.
what it takes.
Shrevon Prasad lays the hit, and Logan Jack might think twice about coming up the middle with that kind of head of speed.
That's what I want to see. That's the kind of aggressiveness I like to see in my defense.
3rd and 3 from their own 10-yard line. Just under 4 minutes to play here in the second frame. 3 receivers split out for New Orleans, who's up 24-7. Gold looking to throw it. Slings it out to Jack on the sideline. First down, New Orleans.
Yeah, and he had room out there in the flats, and Xander Gold just dumped it down to him and let him pick up the first down. Gives Xander Gold a little bit of breathing room now and try to get them out of this sticky situation. Turnover here would do wonders for Carolina.
1st and 10 from the 15. Gold looking to throw. Out route there. That is caught by Deezer Powell. A spin move, and he is up to the 29. Both of the receiver and the defender there were on skates for a little bit, and Deezer Powell is able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, now nice route by Deezer. Secures the ball and heads upfield. Gets a few yards, gets some yak yardage there.
Deezer, I barely know her. Oh, the receiver. For 1st and 10. No comment there, Steven?
Silent.
1st and 10 throw. Oh well, Deezer indeed. Down 20-15-10. Mark it on the board if you are Michael Torillo. That's a touchdown for New Orleans. The Pharaohs strike again, and Deezer Powell continues to put up numbers that are out of this world.
Yeah, I think he heard you up here in the box, Andy. Is Andy making fun of me again? Well, let me show him. Just blows right by the defender. Xander Gold, a nice throw, and then it's to the house. 3 touchdowns today. Already, 3 touchdowns.
Well, that's what he's saying. Every time he catches a ball, he says, D's are good for 6. All right, no more Deezer punts. I'll mark that down on my sheet.
Please let that be the last one.
30-7, and the extra point will come off of the leg here to try and extend the lead even more. Snapback kick is up and through. 31-7. Carolina is digging a hole.
Yeah, and it's a tough one to get out of. But again, it's the formula is kind of the same. You have to come out and you have to stop New Orleans first and foremost, and then the next part is your offense has to get something going, and you got to put points on the board.
Well, they will have the opportunity here, 2:43, just enough time to run that 2-minute offense with some time to spare. Kick is away, and the Skyhawks will have another chance here. Prasad will come out across the 25 and spinning his way to the 29, and that is where Mark Biddix will bring the offense back out. The Jacked Gamer says, I believe I called this Deezer for 200. Well, he's at 176, and we're not at halftime yet, so your bet is good if you bet the over. Biddix to throw here, will sling it across the middle. That is a completion. Harish Prasad there is out to the 41. Nice grab from him. He's quietly had an okay day. That's his third grab on 6 targets. L.B. Allen, though, the leading receiver for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, again, Prasad shows toughness over the middle. He catches it in the middle of a bunch of Pharaohs and just secures his target and takes it in and gets the first down.
Biddix under pressure, checks that one down. Nice job getting that one out of his hands and finding the receiver, Cameron Walsh, for the catch.
Yeah, just avoids the pressure, dumps it down, avoids any negative play there.
Well, we've reached the Quip 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Twins to the top of the formation for Carolina. Handoff Randy Mercury, and he is dropped after only a pickup of 2. Jerry Berter is right there. Quip Design delivers simple ways to keep your mouth healthily timed with time vibrations. Brush head refills for $5, refilled every 3 months, covered for life with free shipping for life. You can use the link posted in the chat, and your purchase will help support the SFL through our partnership. Quip, a more wholesome clean. 3rd and 6 for Biddix, who will look to sling it. Tosses out route, caught, and upfield for the first down there. Nice catch by Cameron Walsh, who's coming on late in this game.
Yeah, Cameron Walsh is stepping up right here. He's becoming an open target for Biddix, and Biddix is finding him, and he'll keep looking his way if he keeps getting open.
Interesting stat for you. Carolina, now that was their 14th first down. New Orleans has 15, so very close on the first down marker, if not on the scoreboard just yet. 126, and the Skyhawks are cooking. Biddix out route here to Mercury. Mercury turns it upfield and steps out of bounds at the 44. Jerry Berter is the one who comes over to make the play.
Yeah, Mercury doesn't really get involved a whole lot in the passing game. Compared to Logan Jack, but he secures a reception there and gets a few yards. Gets out of bounds is the big thing.
Yeah, it stops the clock, definitely saves the timeouts for Carolina, of which they have 3. Biddix, deep route there, defended by Arrington, and every once in a while you just got to throw one and see, if you can get behind him. Down by this much, you got to take some shots.
Yeah, Biddix has completed some throws over that direction. He's also completed some throws in that direction to the wrong guy, but it is. You got to test the secondary. You got to make sure that they're staying honest and focusing in on their route or on their coverage.
3 receivers split out. Biddix to throw again. Little to no pressure, but he checks it out to Mercury, and that is not quite going to do it. 4th and 6 from the 45. You got to think about going for this. Nope, looks like they will punt. 44 seconds and ticking from the 45. Only need 6 for the first down, but Carolina will look to pin New Orleans deep and hopefully just take this one to the half. They'll let all the time tick off they can, and now they will kick it, out to the left-hand side, and it will bounce down at the 5. Did he get the stop? Yes, at the 4. This Carolina Cyhawks special teams is showing off quite a bit.
Yeah, the coverage unit has made 2 stops inside the 5-yard line. It's really good work out there by the special teams unit. Let's see the defense do something here. Like I said, a turnover in this position would be great for Carolina.
3-4 look out of the Skyhawks. Gold will throw it out of the backfield to Jack, and Jack is folded at the 6-yard line. Sam the Man says whenever he watches, he always roots for Carolina. So we're glad to hear that, especially from someone who was a former Skyhawk.
And Prasad really turned on the jets to get over there out in the flats to make that tackle on Jack. And he had Jack Burton there to help bring him down, but splashed his speed out of the backfield there, from the second level.
End of the first half. Carolina down 7-31. We'll be back after the halftime break. Back here in New Orleans, Louisiana, the scene of tonight's game, General Russell L. Honore Stadium here in New Orleans, Louisiana. We were walking down Bourbon Street last night, Stephen. The energy electric here no matter the time of year, and the team on the field electric as well. New Orleans up 31-7 over the Carolina Skyhawks. Andy Hamilton along with Stephen Hacker and Nathan Blake is running our stats. He's doing a superb job for us in the background truck, and we love that. Carolina will start with the ball here coming out of the break. They need points, and they need them quick.
Yeah, the first half got away from them, and need to start the second half with a little bit of energy and match the tempo that New Orleans set in the first half. And I do want to also shout out the stats team. I do stats whenever I have time, and it's a great community there that they have as well. They work hard to give us broadcasters a chance to give great information out to the viewers.
Nathan and Mark doing a wonderful job reforming that team here during the season. Very proud of the work that they've put together. Randy Mercury, a tough run there, gets stuffed at the line. There's a look at the running back comparison. Not many carries for Mercury. The one thing to keep in mind, that was only his 6th run of the night.
Yeah, with the lead as big as it was, they had to throw a lot too.
And they probably will have to continue throwing here in the second half if they want to get back into this one. Biddix looking to fire it. Nice toss across the middle of the field. That one is hauled in by L.B. Allen III, one of the better receivers for Carolina tonight. That right there was his 4th catch.
Yeah, 4 targets, 4 receptions. Biddix keeps calling, he keeps answering.
31-7 is the score. Carolina down, not out of this one. Still a whole second half to go. Handoff, Mercury with some room up the middle. Fights forward, picks up 8. Nice run.
Yeah, he hit the hole with the full head of steam, and this rookie's I think he's got some explosiveness.
Has had limited opportunities tonight, but has tried to make the most of what he can. That is his 7th run, 14 yards for him. Excuse me, I was all mixed up as I looked over to my second screen.
I remember my first broadcast.
Biddix hit as he threw, and it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 2 at midfield. Pressure coming there from Zig Washington, another name we haven't called tonight, but has been making a big impact in the rushes that he's put on. Three receivers split out. Biddix takes a shot. Caught down the sideline. Prasad! Oh, he stepped out. Unbelievable. He had the end zone in front of him and no defenders in sight, and he couldn't keep the feet in bounds.
Yeah, Aaron Arrington just tripped him up just enough after he got jumbled up in there with him. Yeah, just tripped him up just enough. Yeah, you saw it there. He stepped out of bounds, and great wherewithal by Harish Prasad to make the catch, but just couldn't quite keep his feet in bounds. Great play, though, by Prasad.
Danny Casola says, should I sub? And I say, absolutely, you should subscribe. And you should also hit that little bell to make sure you get notifications of when the SFL games are. Biddix fires, end zone, touchdown! Stick the stiff arm out at him. Carolina strikes back on their opening drive. Toby Jones!
Yeah, if you're Carolina, that's the pace that you needed right there. You had to come out and you needed to score early, and you need to score often. So part 1 is done. So you need to come out, and now your defense needs to get a turnover or force a punt and get back out there and do the same thing.
Well, in the office, they weren't big fans of Toby, but in Carolina, boy, do they love him as he puts 7 points on the board if this extra point will go through. Carolina's kicking had a little issue earlier, but this extra point is up and good. It's now 14-31.
Yeah, and I don't think the tight end has any H-marks. I don't think I see that here on his player bio.
No, a lower-paid player is trying to get into the action, and the best way to continually do that is make big plays like that. Return coming now for Arrington, out across the 25 to the 28, and New Orleans offense will come onto the field for the first time this half.
Yeah, I'm curious if New Orleans is going to elect to run a lot here, if they're going to continue to look downfield and continue to score points. I don't know if they're going to be comfortable just running out the clock.
9 minutes to go in the third. Lots of clock to wind down. Jack off the right side, still on his feet. Good heavy running, and he's out to the 41. What a carry.
Yeah, just Logan Jack drags a couple more defenders. He's been doing it all day. It takes more than one to bring him down. Sheds a tackle. It's a first down and continues to chew out the clock. Said, you know, you got to lead. You got to protect it. Do everything in your power to keep the clock running. Control the time of possession.
Jack averaging 5.4 yards per carry tonight. Also has 7 receptions for 21 yards in addition to the 70 he has on the ground. They'll feed him again, and this time he has stood up and dropped. Christopher Colon was all over that one.
Yeah, Colon, that's a big play there by a big man. Sheds the offensive lineman and meets Logan Jack in the backfield.
2nd and 11 from the 41. Carolina's defense trying to get off the field with relative efficiency to try and give the offense the ball back with as much clock as they can. That one is incomplete. The shovel pass has not worked as well as New Orleans would have liked tonight.
Yeah, they've ran it a few times, and that's out of the few times they've ran it, that's the second time it's hit a defensive lineman right in the belly. Not quite fooled by the misdirection.
Now they'll spread him out 5 wide for Xander Gold, who's completing 85% of his passes. Gold looking to throw, pressured a little bit, fires outside. Oh, there's an incompletion. On the sideline, couldn't quite haul it in, was Matt Wolf, and the Carolina defense gets a stop.
Yeah, just misses Matt Wolf. Runs a nice route. Coverage was there, just couldn't quite hit the mark. It's a good stand there by Carolina. That's what you needed. You needed to force a punt. Now you've got the ball coming back to you. Definitely drive downfield here and put some points on the board. At least a field goal, and you got a fighter's chance. You're still in this ball game.
Punt is away. Prasad will bring it out, still on his feet, but only gets out to the 25 before being brought down. New set of downs here at the 25 for this Carolina offense. They had a good, efficient drive on their last time out. Handoff Mercury. Bertier brings him down. Mercury will grab another 1 yard. There's a look at Bertier's numbers. He's been all over the field tonight.
Yeah, Bertier, and looked like Mac McDaniel was there to help bring him down as well. It's Carolina's getting Randy Mercury more involved here now that as the game is progressing, he's getting more carries. And I think that's going to help bring balance to their offense.
Biddix wants the corner route into some pressure, and it's incomplete. It was a tough throw on the sideline to try and come down for Dupree Hudson, his first time being targeted in this half, and he was double covered and had the sideline looming.
Yeah, not much place to go there. Had to make a tough play, and it just couldn't quite haul it in that time.
Four wide here on 3rd and 9. Biddix wants the corner route, and that is batted away and incomplete. New Orleans had the coverage, and it was Kappa Jones who was able to defend the pass and force Carolina into this 4th down punt. Jones, that's his 2nd pass deflection tonight.
Yeah, and Kappa Jones was all over the place in the first half, making plays, and is continuing here in the second half. He's looking good out there, putting on a show for his home crowd.
Arrington only gets out to the 39. The special teams for Carolina has been pretty solid tonight, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for New Orleans, up by 17.
Yeah, and you're asking your defense for another stop here. Definitely, don't want to give up any points.
Handoff. Jack will only get a yard. Carolina does a good job of stacking him up at the line.
Yeah, that was Chris Colon that was met him at the line of scrimmage and had a little bit of help dragging down Logan Jack, but you're going to need that. You're going to need to slow down Jack. You're going to need to limit the big play to Deezer Powell whenever that comes up. So you're doing a good job for Carolina. If you're Carolina, you're doing a good job now.
Handoff. Jack will adjust a little bit. He'll only get a yard there. He goes down again, and the Skyhawks are trying to piece together another stop.
Yeah, it looks like they made some adjustments in the locker room. They came out here in the second half and they've really kind of neutralized the big plays by New Orleans.
4 wide now on 3rd and 9 for Xander Gold, still completing over 80% of his passes, although he's only thrown the ball 22 times. The 23rd throw is another completion there, but not good enough for a first down. It's hauled in there for the 5'9" man Jaquez Lynch, his second catch of the night, but it'll bring out another punt from the Pharaohs.
Yeah, you're not exactly thrilled. I think if I'm New Orleans, I'm not thrilled right now. I've got a lead, but I feel like I'm a little stagnant right now. My offense really isn't producing like it was in the first half. So as long as you're holding Carolina, I'm not too worried about it. But if Carolina can find a spark here, they may catch New Orleans on their heels.
Prasad with a spin makes it out to the 26. First and 10 for the Skyhawks. Twins to the top of the formation, and New Orleans has just about most of their defense in the box. And Biddix will throw. Out route there is caught by Prasad. Arrington all over his back. He'll only get 4.
Yeah, again, strong hands by Prasad. It seems like every time he's making a reception, he's getting hit, but he never bobbles it. It's always it's like sticks right to his hands. It's great hand every time.
Arrington has both interceptions tonight. Both of them came in the first half. Handoff up the middle. Mercury now running over some guys. Will get out to the 39. Solid run by him.
Yeah, that's good. Take advantage of what the defense gave you there. It looks like, yep, good push up front. Sheds a defender. Takes a couple more to bring him down. Picks up the first down for Carolina. He's slowly working his yards per carry up this game. I mean, he started out a little slow, but 8 carries, 24 yards. He's got the touchdown. They're starting to give him some work, and he can make something happen.
Biddix, empty gun, looking to throw down the middle. Picked off again, coming back the other way for New Orleans. Number 21, Kappa Jones has his hands on it, and Biddix has thrown his 3rd interception of the night.
Yeah, he's back there. He's lurking. He's waiting for his moment. He plants. He's going to see the quarterback throw, and he, boom, jumps the route, makes an interception. New Orleans ball.
So the Pharaohs take over, still up by 17 with 4:24 left to go here in the 3rd. 3 receivers split out. The handoff is to Jack, and he will pick up 2 before Carolina can wrestle him down. He's brought down by number 99. That's Shravan Prasad, who has quietly put together a solid night. That's his 8th tackle.
Yeah, and the Prasad brothers are a really big part of this Carolina organization. Both of them can make highlight reel plays. They're both talented. They're both talented, good brothers to have on your team. Good guys to build your franchise around.
Hand off, another yard for Jack. Nothing more than that.
And again, Carolina's looking strong right now. I mean, their defense has showed up here so far in the third quarter. New Orleans doesn't really have anything working for them right now, so
I agree. You just
get
got
another
to
stop.
got to put together on offense something other than an interception here. Gold check down there out of the backfield. Not going to be good enough for the first down. They are going to punt again.
On third down, if you don't throw past the first down marker, that's what you risk. And completed the pass, but then a bunch of Skyhawks got there and brought him down before the first down marker. So that's the risk you take, throwing short, but a great job by the Skyhawks to stop him. And forces, New Orleans is going to punt.
Well, we've seen crazier comebacks, and Carolina has the plays in the playbook, as we've seen earlier tonight, to make some deep shots. But the question is, will they be able to connect? The punt is away. This one will bounce at the 6. It will bounce right into the end zone, and Carolina will have the ball at the 20 to start this drive.
Yeah, and New Orleans isn't as fortunate right now as Carolina has been on their recovery unit. As you see, again, Carolina's had 2 down punts inside of the 5-yard line, and New Orleans just bounces in and gonna give Carolina a shot at their 20-yard line.
Biddix out of the backfield there to the fullback. That is a 2-yard pickup there. The collection was made by Freddie Greer. And there's a look at the quarterback comparison. Those 4 interceptions, really the difference here. And Biddix is completing about 58% of his throws, whereas Gold is completing about 83%. Three split out here with Mercury in the backfield. Biddix, short drop, checks it out to Greer again, and Greer is going to lose the yards that he just picked up.
Yeah, there's days when everybody says they want to be the quarterback, and then there's days whenever you say, oh, man, I don't really feel like being the quarterback. And, a 4-interception day, those days happen. But again, Biddix has shown no remorse or worry for that at all. He continues to come out and sling the ball.
Oh, crushed there. Man. New Orleans was immediately in the backfield. Ray West, another sack for him. That is his second on the night.
Yeah, nobody even touched Ray West. He got right through there, and nothing Biddix could do about that at all.
So another punt for Carolina. This third quarter has been empty. We saw a lot of fireworks in the first half, and the third quarter has just been punt after punt. Kick is away, and Aaron Arrington will have the return. He will take a spin move off the right side and get out to the 39. Good field position for the Pharaohs.
Yeah, and the task is getting harder and harder now for the Carolina defense. It seems like New Orleans, even with no offense, is somehow getting closer and closer to the end zone. And so, one more stop from Carolina here, maybe a turnover, an interception. Don't force a punt. Force a turnover would really help your offense spark some momentum.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind is the closer you are, the less room the safeties have to defend. But Logan Jack is off the right side. Is he free? No, Logan Jack is brought down by Prasad at the 14, but running with a head of steam. Logan Jack looks like a freight train.
Yeah, huge play by Logan Jack. He finds the seam, breaks up field. Breaks a tackle there, and then breaks up field. But then great effort by Prasad, not giving up on the play to chase him down from behind.
It's a good run and an even better tackle from Prasad to save the touchdown. What I was trying to get to is the safeties have less room to defend here once you get closer to the end zone, and that's one thing that you actually are benefited with when they're down here. You have less field to try and defend. Goal! No, that's out of the back of the end zone there, and that it came right into play there, Steven. Less room for Wolf to make the catch.
Right. Use that back of that end zone as almost as a boundary line, and it helps shorten the field for you. But again, points for New Orleans. That hurts you. Again, your offense is kind of coming out and struggling, so I wouldn't want to see New Orleans starting at midfield.
Gold, short drop, pressured a little bit, tries to get away from it, floats one off his back foot. It's incomplete. It's always dangerous when you get those back foot floaters. You know, anyone can get underneath that pass.
Yeah, and he was under duress, and he just was trying to get the ball out, and didn't quite see who the receiver was that came flying in, tried to make a play for him, but not quite working for him.
3rd and 10, shotgun look, 5 receivers on the field. You're putting it in Xander Gold's hands, completing 76% of his throws, has 3 touchdowns, no picks, fires back in the end zone, making a 4th touchdown. Matt Wolf hauls that one in, gets the feet in bounds, and shakes his hands. That's a touchdown for New Orleans. They continue to mount their lead.
Yeah, just great throw. Open at the back of the end zone. Wolf drags his feet, makes sure he secures the ball, and more points on the board. It's been interesting to watch the ebb and flow, you know, of New Orleans trying to find their rhythm. You know, Carolina has come out on a couple of drives and really made New Orleans work and struggle. And then other drives they come out and they find that one play, and it's a big play, and Carolina has paid the price.
Xander Gold, 21 of 27, 267 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions for a passer rating of 147.5. Very strong performance. The one thing, Steven, that's interesting, Deezer Powell not had a catch in this second half, had 176 yards heading into the break, and still sits at 176 yards.
Yeah, wasn't there someone saying they had something going on a 200-yard day for Deezer Powell?
Yeah, there was. Someone in the chat was saying, and they're starting to sweat here. As there's 20 seconds left in the third, Carolina will take over on offense, down by 24.
But I guess at the rate that Deezer Powell catches balls, it would be like one catch and he would have the 200. So he gets like 20 yards of reception.
Yeah,
so.
He's averaging 35.2 yards per reception. So I think one might do it.
Way to just pull that out of the air. I think that's today he's averaging.
I know, that's today. Yeah, I'm looking at the wonderful
today,
stat sheet that Nathan Blake is showing us, and all the wonderful stats he's been keeping, including yards per reception. So
I thought you were trying to pull that from the website. I was like, hold on, Andy.
No.
And then I looked over and realized where you were pulling that from. But yeah. He's a big play guy, man. He's exciting.
End of the third, 38-14, a 24-point lead for the home team, New Orleans Pharaohs. We'll be back after this break. Biddix to throw, out route here is caught by Mercury, spins upfield and is able to pick up 4 or 5 there on the nice little out route here on the first play from scrimmage for Carolina in the fourth quarter. Get your 4s up.
Yeah, 4's up, and Mercury comes out, ready to go in the fourth quarter, makes a spin move, but Tank Bennett met him there at the big hit and laid him down.
3 receivers split out, and Mercury, the lone man in the backfield for 3rd and 4, and that was severely overthrown from Mark Biddix.
Yeah, Prasad had some room to run, and I think Biddix was just trying to lead him in the direction that he wanted him to run, and maybe just weren't on the same page there. There were 2 Pharaohs in the area as well on the coverage.
So Carolina will punt it back. Interesting fact for you here, Steven. Carolina still better on 3rd down, despite not getting that one, than New Orleans is doing. New Orleans is 2 of 11 for 18% on 3rd down. Carolina, on the other hand, 3 for 10 for 30%. Both teams also have 22 first downs, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's an interesting stat there, that they've almost the same amount of third down attempts, the same amount of first downs, but the scoring difference, the scoring margin is as big as it is.
Just some big plays for New Orleans have really opened this game up.
That's right. And probably short
Gold
field.
dials up another one. Matt Wolf into the end zone, and Xander Gold is putting on a clinic. Tickets are $6 and 6 points, and New Orleans has extended their lead again.
Yeah, and they show no signs of letting up. Matt Wolf on another deep route, gets behind the secondary, and takes it in for 6. New Orleans they're not going to let off the gas. I don't think they plan on letting off the gas.
Gas is to the floor, and New Orleans is at 44. No need to rhyme, but fourth quarter 10.
Way to go, rap battle master. Look at you. I'm so corny.
I'm not getting involved in that. 10-10 left to go in the fourth, very early here in this fourth quarter, and they've put a 40-burger on Carolina, 6 away from 50. We'll see if they get there. Extra point is up and good. It's 45-14 here in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm sure they're having fun out here in the Bayou. It's the crowd's really into this. Everybody's having a great time. A lot of points being put up tonight.
Absolutely, and a lot of it for this hometown crowd, which I know they love seeing. Harish Prasad will bring the return up to the 28. It'll be a new set of downs for Carolina. We'll see if they can get the offense moving. (45-14). If you're just tuning in, it has been New Orleans all night, and Carolina has struggled to try and stay in this game. 10:06 to go, and they are still firing here as Biddix is thrown another interception. This one again is Kappa Jones. He will bring it back all the way to the 35, and when it rains, it pours, Steven.
Yeah, you know, if you're Carolina, you're forced into this, and New Orleans pretty much knows what you're getting yourself into, and so they're just setting everybody back there waiting for Biddix to throw it, and they're anticipating it. And it's tough outing. It's tough outing.
Yeah, absolutely. When it rains, it pours. And here in New Orleans tonight, it's a hurricane of epic proportions, maybe even a typhoon. It's raining so much here. 9:58 to go in the fourth. And you said gas pedal down. Well, New Orleans is 5 wide as they throw another completion there. That's a 9-yard pickup to number 86. That's Joel Hart, the tight end.
And, you know, I did speak to Chris Cologne before the game, and he did tell me, you know, that they're really excited in Carolina. Maybe not necessarily with this result, but with the roster, with the team composition that they have. He says he really feels good about their team setup, and that they're really proud of their guys, and they continue to work, and they fight really hard. Again, tonight the scoreboard doesn't necessarily reflect that. New Orleans had a bunch of big plays, but you know, Carolina's defense did hold New Orleans on a bunch of drives. That, you know, they've looked good, and I think the general manager for Carolina should be proud of his squad. And, you know, again, he is happy to have everybody around, and, you know, they're ready to build something strong in Carolina.
Shotgun, Gold throwing out route again. That one is caught, feet in bounds, 5-yard pickup there for Matt Wolf. And interesting to see that the starters are still in for New Orleans. They are going at this one. They want the points.
Yeah, they have no intention of letting off the gas. I look over in the chat, and they're asking how many picks does Kappa have. I believe he's got 2 on the day.
Yeah, 2 for Kappa, 2 for Aaron Arrington, and 1 for Tank Bennett.
That's right.
Gold, oh my, wide open. And Matt Wolf, believe it or not, has surpassed Deezer Powell in touchdown, has tied Deezer Powell now, 3 apiece. What a catch, as the 2 receivers in New Orleans are putting on a show, and Xander Gold is the beneficiary.
Yeah, I think New Orleans came out today, and their game plan was obvious. They wanted to test the Carolina secondary, and I think they showed that their game plan is working. That they put their time in the film room, and
Kick is up and good. It'll be 52-14, and you know what that means, Steven. Whenever an SFL team puts 50 on the other opponent, it'll be a 50 burger for everyone in the crowd. So get your 50 burger at the nearest concession stand. The SFL is brought to you by Matt Doyle Designs, official design partner of the SFL, MediaTek Institute. Visit mediatek.edu for diploma programs. Turn your passion into a profession. MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear for men and women. And the return from Prasad will come out. He's still on his feet. Harish Prasad across the 50, across the 40. This could be a spark. 20-15, 10-5. Touchdown, Skyhawks.
Cannot catch that man. You know, I was saying that he needed to provide that spark there to watch out for him, and it's good to see him deliver. That's his second kick return this year, so the man's got some explosiveness, and you're not going to catch him.
Well, you know what they say. It might be too little too late, but that is a big play for Harish Prasad and could be one we see on the top 10 plays come the end of the week.
Yeah, my favorite food promotion of the SFL is when QCC plays a home game and Nacho Sicario gets an interception. All the fans get free nachos.
Oh, there you go.
That's a great fan night to be at. Every home game for QCC.
Gotta love that. Gotta love food in the SFL.
It gets the fans going.
Kick is up and good, 21-52. Well, it's early. There's 8:28 left to go in the fourth. But Steven, what do you think? Onside time?
You might as well. I mean, if you want to stop the bleeding, I mean, kick it deep and maybe prevent any more points. You know, again, New Orleans isn't showing any signs of slowing down, so at least make them try to earn it. If you give them short field, they're one big play away. So I like that they're kicking it deep here.
Return from Arrington off the right side, and he will get out to the 44. He matches a good return from Prasad. Couldn't quite get to the end zone, but still a decent return from him. There's a look at Logan Jack's numbers. He has had a solid night on the ground, and again, we're 4 wide in a shotgun, and it seems like these two teams think it's 0-0. I don't know who that one was to. Gold throws a rare incompletion there, and might have been intentional grounding. I don't know if there was a receiver in the area.
Yeah, Logan Jack was just covered up by the offensive line. He was in there somewhere.
Well, he is a smaller man, 5'11", 242, the rookie. 10th pick overall in the SFL draft. If you're new to the game and you want to get involved, make your player, make sure you sign up and get in the Discord, and you can be involved in the next SFL draft. Gold changing the play at the line. 3 receivers split out. Carolina in a 3-3 look. They will give the ball to Jack, and Jack will pick up a yard to the 45. He has been held in check this second half.
Yeah, Carolina, you know, again, they've in the second half they made New Orleans have to work for a little bit. You know, some big plays to Matt Wolf hasn't helped their case, but you know, again, there have been drives where Carolina's come out and they've looked really solid against this potent Pharaoh's offense.
Gold looking to throw on 3rd and 9, down across the middle. That is good for 6, but not good for a first down, and the Carolina defense gets off the field again.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your scheme or your strategy here, but I mean, I guess it's not too much to ask. You try to put up some points and see if you could score. What would you need there? 30 points? 5 touchdowns?
Yeah, 31 is the difference currently.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to come out if you're interested in trying to take the lead. You're gonna have to come out and probably go no huddle. A lot of passing.
Yeah, I think we're in the never say never range. We can't quite say that it's out of reach, but we can, I think, say that it's unlikely.
Within reason, it's unlikely.
4 out for Carolina. 3-2 look out of New Orleans. Biddix in the shotgun with Mercury to his right. Biddix will look to throw. The lefty tosses it out to Mercury on the outside, and Randy Mercury will pick up 7 before falling out of bounds.
Yeah, Mercury continues to show some fight. You know, every time he's been getting the ball, he's been trying to get something positive going. Haven't necessarily called his name a whole lot in the ground game, but you know he's associated with positive yards here tonight.
Let's go.
Has 40 all-purpose yards on 13 touches, does Randy Mercury. Twins to the bottom of the screen. Biddix will check the play at the line, and now it's 1-on-2 down at the bottom of the field. And they'll hand it off to Mercury. Mercury still on his feet. Mercury, a solid run out to the 34. Almost had some room to break that one off.
Yeah, Bertier eventually gets to him and brings him down. But, you know, again, Randy Mercury, anytime he's getting the ball, he's trying to get some positive yards. He fights for every little bit of it. So it's good to see him getting his name called. Preventing turnovers, keeping the ball, you know, in your offense's hands is a good thing for Carolina right now.
First and 10 from the 34, under 6.5 minutes to play. They will give to Mercury again, and he's clocked on that one. Going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. Bertier got the best of him there.
Yeah, Bertier, we've called his name quite a bit tonight. Trying to find his tackle total. He looks like he's at 7 or 8 as of right now. So making a good name for himself out there for the Pharaohs defense.
3 receivers split out. Biddix will give to Mercury again, and he is dragged down that time by number 98, Cornelius Arthur.
Yeah, you see the comparison there. You know, Logan Jack averaging 5 yards a carry. He has a 111 yards and a touchdown. The defensive line of the Pharaohs has done a really good job.
4 split out. Biddix to throw. Out route here is caught. Turned upfield by Prasad for the first down to the 45. Good play.
Yeah, the Pharaohs defense has done a really good job of limiting Mercury. You know, again, he's fighting for everything, but he's not getting much on his averages. And Prasad with another good look, you know, continues to make tough catches. Got a first down there for Carolina.
2 in the backfield, 2 up to the top of the screen. 4-4 look out of New Orleans. Here goes Biddix to throw across the middle, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Toby Jones, who made the touchdown catch earlier.
Yeah, Toby Jones earned a little bit of Biddix's respect and got his number called there. Just couldn't quite come up with it. It hit him right there. He needed to pull that one in, but Bertier was there to jar it loose.
2nd and 10 from the Hawks, 36-yard.
3 receivers split out on 2nd and 10 for Biddix. Clock will start rolling on the snap. Biddix fires. That one's caught. Prasad up to the 39, and now Carolina will go hurry up. Looking to throw again out to the fullback here, and he is dropped for a loss of 2. Three receivers split out for Biddix. Under center again. Hit as he threw. This one out to Mercury, and Mercury is going backwards. Carolina is losing the yards they picked up. 44 yards. Biddix fires. Tipped up. Oh, incomplete. It looked like he could have turned around and had it off the tip. Arrington with the pass deflection.
Yeah, Arrington just with that lockdown coverage. You know, Biddix isn't afraid to throw at him, but more times than not, it seems like he's making a play on the ball. I mean, Prasad did have a chance at it, but just couldn't quite track it down.
Shotgun look, 4 receivers on 4th and 16. Pressured, hit as he threw. It's incomplete, and New Orleans will take over at the 44.
Yeah, Biddix tried to step up to avoid the pressure there, and defender was able to reach out and just affected the throw just enough, and falls incomplete, falls at his offensive lineman's feet.
So New Orleans will take over, and the SFL is brought to you by Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Quip, perfect oral care delivered. ScoreStream, the official score updates app of the SFL, and SpyGoat, the sound choice.
And with the ScoreStream, I have a scoring update around the SFL. Looks like in the 4th quarter, Atlanta and Sioux Falls are tied at 34. 9:44 left to go in that game. And if anybody in the chat knows the score of the other game, I would be great to see that in there as well.
So lots of scores around the league that you can keep up with. If you want to keep up with our league as a whole, make sure you join our Discord or hit subscribe, and make sure you turn those post notifications on so you can get notified every time that the SFL goes live. Handoff to Logan Jack, and he will rumble his way towards midfield. Excuse me, the backups are in. That's LJ Jackson.
Number 95, credited with the tackle.
Break.
3rd and 4 from the Hawks, 50-yard line.
One receiver to the bottom of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield, 4-3 look out of Carolina from midfield. They are going to milk this clock. LJ Jackson will get dragged down at the 49. It'll be 4th and 5.
Yeah, New Orleans is in no hurry to snap the ball right now. This one's probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Yep, the game clock is just ahead of the play clock, so they'll probably let this one roll down. And we'll probably see a punt after the 2-minute warning.
Well, interesting fact for you here, Stephen. Deezer Powell in the chat says I'm off the field. He's right, which means that at 176 yards in the first half, Deezer Powell, who had no catches in the second half, will not surpass 200 yards receiving.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, intriguing.
Well,
I hope someone didn't bet the house on that.
Wouldn't it be nice if we had a headset down on the field and we could get somebody like Deezer Powell on for an interview if he knew that he wasn't going to be playing the last 2 minutes of the game? Wouldn't that be great?
Something to keep in mind as we now head to the Quip 2-minute warning. Maybe talk to Mike Daggs and see if that's something we can implement in the future.
Buy us more equipment, Daggs. Come on.
Oh, well, if you're Carolina, you want to buy some more points here late in this game. Three receivers.
That's a whole other topic.
Well, hey, 3 receivers split out for Biddix, who fires a wobbler down the field. Lucky that one fell to the middle of the turf. Biddix still not worried about throwing into lots of coverage there. Dangerous ball.
Yeah, they've given him the green light. You know, at this point, just see what kind of play you can make happen, and some quarterbacks love that kind of environment. You just got free reign, go out and find your receiver, and let's make something happen, a la Brett Favre or
Yes.
Tony Romo.
Start trying some stuff you don't get to during the regular season. Out route there for Prasad is good for 3. It'll make it 3rd and 7 at the 18, and it stops the clock. (52-21), so Carolina will most likely fall, and New Orleans will improve after this game and get the win. But still lots of season to go, heading into Week 8. Still 5 weeks to go, and it's anyone's game in the SFL here. Another wobbler from Biddix. That one is caught, though, out to the 28. Now they'll go hurry up. L.B. Allen collects his 5th reception of the night. Biddix moves in the pocket, throws there, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the receiver. Biddix wanted some interference.
Yeah, it was tight coverage there. maybe from Biddix's perspective, he got there a little early. The referee didn't agree with them, so play's going to go on. It's going to bring up second down.
Four receivers still out for Biddix. 2nd and 10. Throws a nice little out route there to Dupree Hudson, and he is out of bounds, and the clock will stop again.
And shout out in the chat. It looks like we still got a good amount of the players out here in the chat. So it's good to see you guys still with us.
Appreciate the support from SFL Nation. Like we said, games will restart on Friday on Twitch for Week 8 of SFL action, and we're rolling towards playoff time. Always exciting as, oh my, right through the middle. Another sack from New Orleans, and Carolina will burn their first time out. Coming up was Ray West, his 2nd sack of the game.
I think that's Ray West's 3rd sack of this game. But yeah, just untouched, gets right through there, and tough day for Mark Biddix.
Yeah, tough day for Carolina as a whole, but like I was saying, you know, season's not over. Still plenty of time to roll as we get closer and closer to playoff time.
And you know, there are some things that you can improve on, and you know, again, it wasn't a whole lot, but I thought what you got out of your rookie, Randy Mercury, was nice today.
Late blitz will get to Mark Biddix again. That one is number 76, Jerry Smith, 6'7", 304, who ends up on top of Biddix.
And you know, the 3 Carolina receivers have been active today. You know, not quite matching the tempo that the Pharaohs receivers set, but you know, they were all involved. They all, you know, had a pretty good catch reception percentage. Couldn't quite find the end zone, but they looked good. I thought, you know, just couldn't quite put the points on the board. Couldn't match what New Orleans was doing.
And off, Logan Jack will get up to the 13 after the turnover on downs, 5-yard pickup. And in the chat, the C City asks, "What is this?" I'll do a little explanation here. This is the SFL, the Simulation Football League, the first esports controllerless community where you can get on the field and get involved by creating a player, picking your equipment, and getting on the field to help your SFL franchise. If you want to get involved, you want to make your player, all you have to do is join our Discord community. Link is in the bio of this, or the description of this video, excuse me. And you can get on the field. We play on All-Pro 2K8, along with dressing it up a little bit with our presentation, which is done by our in-house producer, Cameron Irvine, who does a wonderful job.
Yeah, definitely. If you're interested, get into our Discord. I mean, we have a great community. You know, any questions you have, anything you're curious about, we're more than happy to discuss with you. If you think you're an avid football fan and you know, maybe fantasy football isn't doing it for you, or you know, you're just in a lull because the seasons are gone, well, you know, get in here and get with our community. We go year round. We do like 2 seasons a year, so. Yep. It's great. I've been in for 3 seasons. I elected to go in as a rookie this last season, and it's been a great experience year round. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it so much that I've taken on trying to do broadcasting and stats and more roles and more things. So if you're curious, definitely get in there, man. It could be your thing.
Well, that will do it. That will be the last kneel down of the night. New Orleans will take the victory 52-21 over the Carolina Skyhawks. Both teams played well and had their moments tonight, but at the end of it, the New Orleans Pharaohs just had a few more moments.
Yeah, the big passing plays really just took the air out of Carolina. You know, Xander goes just to tell 2 tapes. You know, Xander Gold, everything came out and pretty much worked for him and the Pharaohs offense, and for the Skyhawks, they couldn't quite string it together enough to to match them.
Here is a look at the final stats. Over 400 yards of total offense for New Orleans. They were on the field nearly 5 more minutes than the Carolina Skyhawks were. And at the end of the day, they do get the win. Andy Hamilton along with Stephen Hacker and Nathan Blake. Some final stats for you. Mark Vidick's 58% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions on 284 yards. Xander Gold, 362 yards, 26 of 33, 78% completion, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. 152 is his rating there. These are Powell, 5 catches, 176 yards. Matt Wolf, 6 catches, 119 yards. Both of them had 3 touchdowns. On the other side of the field, L.B. Allen was the leading receiver, 5 catches, 101 yards. On the defensive side, I think the 2 impressive players were Aaron Arrington with 2 picks and Papa Jones with 2 picks. Jones had 3 pass deflections to go along with that. And then Tank Bennett also had a interception. On the Carolina side, I think it was probably Shravon Prasad with 11 tackles, or DJ Majesty, who had 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 1 pass deflection, who did their job. At the end of the day, the New Orleans Pharaohs end up on top of the Carolina Skyhawks, which, is good for New Orleans, but not anything to hang your hat on if you are Carolina. Shravon Prasad there, as you look at his kick return touchdown, which is a high point for the Skyhawks as we roll through some of the highlights. Steven, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I wanted to say that I thought Chris Cologne played well as well. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and L.B. Allen for the Skyhawks had 5 receptions on 5 targets. Looks like he got over 100 yards.
And now your extraordinary Everest player of the game. It's Xander Gold, 25 of 32, and 6 touchdowns, 153.3 is the rating. Well deserved, in my opinion. Well, we want to thank you for joining us, SFL Nation. Have a great rest of your night and a great start to your week. And we will see you again on Twitch on Friday night.